Warning, the following image is not suitable for taffers. Welcome back to part 2 of this top 10 series. Here we'll be looking at some of the best one-liners I've come across in any video game. But although this is on best one-liners, it's not, however, a list on the most famous lines. You'll notice that some quotes such as "Do a barrel roll" are not mentioned. Instead, I've focused on some of the most random but appropriately funny quotes that I've personally experienced over my years of gaming. But enough about that, on with the list. Enjoy. This is a strange game to start off with, but also one of the funniest I've ever played. This is a game that you're not supposed to take seriously, and if you need proof of why, well, let me put it like this. The announcer did one of the voices in the cartoon show Cow and Chicken. Your Honour, I rest my case. Although this is really just a standard Bomberman game, the announcer will not spare any effort to take the piss out of anyone who walks into a bomb by offering sarcastic sympathy or by tearing into them for doing it. There are many great one-liners in this game, but my favourite has to be the following. Isn't that grand? The idea that someone has just turned into ash and the other guy is in fits of laughter about it just instantly puts a smile on my face and a memory in my head. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. I spill my drink. What we need now is some Deus Ex right here. Well, last time Deus Ex made it onto the list for a quote that pissed me off, so it's only right to have a line here that I love. This line is uttered by a drunken Russian sailor in the Lucky Money Club in Hong Kong. He's up on the top level, I think, so go pay him a visit. He's with his buddies having a good time, except he spills his drink! This line is great, not because of the words that are in it, but in the way in which he delivers. It sounds like he's about to pin JC up against the wall and go, "Listen, I spilled my drink! I spilled it! Jeez, okay, just calm down. Just go get another drink, and this time no spill it." So I've just got another drink from the bar, and it's gone. I'll teach you all this in easy steps. Course of a lifetime you'll never forget. Prince of Persia. Without going full postal against this game, there is one line here that has stayed with me ever since I played it due to its well-timed appropriateness. After saving the world, and then purposely f***ing it up again, you revive Elika, who awakens only to give you an accurate summary of the end of the game and an exceptional one-liner to boot. Why? That sums up all of my emotions and frustration I have with this game into one word, which I thought was impossible. Whether or not this was intentional, and the producers were not using this line in the reference to the sense that I'm using it in, what better way to end this game by having the only character with any amount of sense implying that the ending sucked balls. 10 out of 10, Elika, there's hope for you yet. Lane Goodman. 7! Free copy paper, sweet! Ha, Left 4 Dead had to make an appearance on here at some point. In this game, the world has gone to shit and everyone is attending the largest cannibal buffet convention imaginable. No, it's not E3, it's the zombie apocalypse. After having your entire world destroyed, and then eaten, and then have tried to eat you, the heroine of the group, Zoe, has taken this opportunity to keep her spirits up by going shopping for her favourite commodity, printing paper.
Free copy paper, sweet!
Good choice, girl. I personally cream my pants when someone gives me free paper, especially if it has pictures of sexy ladies on it. But I mean, beggars can't be choosers, so Zoe has decided to play it safer and has gone straight for plain paper. Well, Zoe, I hope you realise that this means that you don't have no alibi, you ugly skank. Portal 2! Poor Shell took so much abuse from GLaDOS in Portal 2 that you kind of feel bad for her. I always thought that GLaDOS was taking it way too far. I mean, come on, GLaDOS was out of line to her in the first game when she tried to have her oven roasted, an honest mistake, but then she went and declared war on her by doing the unthinkable and not giving her the cake that she was promised. Damn! Anyway, GLaDOS returns to Portal 2 to give Shell another round of bitch pounding, and it is here that we find another great one-liner. GLaDOS uses each and every opportunity to remind Shell of her murder in a very mocking, sarcastic and yet subtle way, and here it is.
Sorry about the mess. I've really let the place go since you killed me. By the way, thanks for that.
Sarcasm self-test complete.
If you've never seen a bitch fight between a young woman who's probably over 100 years old and a criminally insane AI program, then you have now.
And my wife is dead.
I'm sorry to hear that.
High five!
Aliens vs Predator 2, awesome game, and to this day it's still the scariest I've ever come across. I need therapy. But with great games comes great responsibility. And one-liners. Even if you are shitting your tighty whities while playing this game, it's comforting to know that other NPCs are feeling it as well. In one of the first missions, you can listen to the background chatter of a group of Marines who are conducting a search on an abandoned complex that's had an alien-style overhaul, and you can get to listen into their fear. But here is the best one-liner of the game.
No way, somebody tell me that's just a boot. That better be a boot. Hey, it's a boot!
Classic. You can both hear and feel the fear going through this poor bastard's mind over what he may have stumbled across and what might befall him, only to realise that he's found the leftover clearance sale of TK Maxx. I've never heard anyone happier to have discovered a single discarded boot than this fellow. You should take it with you, mate.
The
Postal! Dude! Possible contender for the most outrageous video game character of all time, and runner-up to the Keanu Reeves lookalike competition, losing out to Chris Kleiner from American Pie, the Postal Dude is in your face and on everyone's case from the word go. He is the embodiment of all the negative characteristics bred from a consumerist society. He wants what he wants and f*** you if you don't deliver. Despite only having to do a few tedious tasks, the Postal Dude manages to turn his daily routine into Ted Bundy's housewarming party by gunning down anyone who happens to slightly ruin his groove. And for him, the US Second Amendment is the best thing to happen to his country since it was announced that Jesus was from Texas, and so by extension, God himself is American. Wow, that means God has the right to bear arms. Anyway, at number 4 is the Postal Dude's response to people having a problem with him killing them.
Hey, I'm just exercising my Second Amendment rights here, you f***ing communist.
It doesn't come much harsher than that. Like Paris Hilton's face. The main character from System Shock 2. This epic and graphic 1999 game from Irrational Games was instantly recognised as a huge success upon release. And what more could you ask for from a game like this? Blow shit up and save the universe. The main character, however, takes on a Gordon Freeman-style role in which he manages to perform great and spectacular actions and feats without uttering a word. However, he does manage to fit in the last line right at the very end of the game when the evil Shodan offers him ultimate power over the universe alongside her. Almost as quickly as it takes Justin Bieber to climax, the main character makes his decision by uttering one of the best one-liners I've ever heard.
Nah.
I don't know about you, but that is some funny shit right there. That'd be like in the film 300, when Xerxes offers Gerard Butler fame, glory and power, and he just goes, nah, followed by a swift shotgun to the face. I'd like to see that in the remastered edition of 300.
Finally, we come to my number 2 man. His name? Number 2.
The Witcher! Oh man, there's something to pick from here. I'm having a party just deciding. Although this game is packed full of memorable and funny one-liners, there is one in particular that stands head and shoulders above the rest, and here it is.
I'll be a bar wench when I'm older.
Brilliant! This is probably the best "I can't be arsed" line I've ever heard. Could you imagine working in a primary school and asking the kids there what they want to do when they're older, and having them say, "I want to be a dirty slut when I grow up," or "I want to be a homeless junkie"? This peasant girl found in the outskirts of Vizima has fully considered her future career choices, considered the current economic and employment climate, and has decided upon a career that she'll most likely end up having. and accepting her fate. Like getting into bed with Sylvester Stallone, she's f***ed.
One more time.
Psycho from Crisis Warhead. Though this may not be my favourite game of all time, it does win the crown for best one-liner ever in a video game in my opinion. From the love child of Master Chief from Halo and actor/footballer Vinnie Jones, British secret agent Psycho brings us maximum laughter in the final moments of the expansion to the 2007 critically acclaimed tactical shooter Crisis. In a James Bond-style final cutscene, Psycho has 2 seconds to utter a witty line to his arch-enemy before sending him to his death, and here just for you is the best one-liner ever.
I'm British, you muppet.
So there you have it, my top 10 favourite one-liners ever uttered in a video game. Stay tuned next time for part 3's most pathetic one-liners ever. As always, check out all the previous True Review episodes on YouTube or at the True Review website.
You smell like peanuts. I love peanuts.
Oh, thank you. You smell like bacon and eggs. I like it.